Hi there, Leo. This is Pirate Readings. Welcome. I am so glad to see all of you here. This is super exciting. This is my brand new channel. I am starting it up, and it represents who I am now versus who I used to be. I used to be Mrs. Joan. Miss Joan is no longer going to be a thing. So for all of my Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill people, you are in the right place. This is going to be the new channel, so look for the link below in the description. You can hit the link in there. That'll drag you over to pop you over here to Pirate Readings, and indeed this is where you'll get your weekly readings from now on. Very exciting, very happy to see you here. Love you guys, and I want you so much to come on over. You are the core of my people, and I want so desperately to help you once a week. Be prepared for what's coming next week, which is what I do here. And I want to, once again, if you're new here, welcome everybody. Everybody is welcome here. Age, race, sexual identity, creed, religion, or lack of religion. Doesn't matter to me. I want y'all, and I want to help all of you. Be prepared for next week. All right? So you're in the right place. Welcome if you're new, and like and subscribe. Go ahead and do that thing. Hit the bell. It's totally free, and it will help the algorithm, you know? I'm going to show you my new logo. It's very cool. I'm very excited about it. So look for that in various places. It will start showing up in places, and it's going to be really cool. All right. And let's talk about your guiding card, Leo, for the month. You have support from Starlight. Okay. This is a very fun stone. It speaks to the fairies. It speaks to all of your spiritual angels and guides that are following you around all the time, trying to keep you from getting switched. So you are indeed cared for and loved by outside sources, and don't be afraid to feed them. Leave a little plate with sparklies and things on it. They will be very happy to have that as an offering. Let's go ahead and talk about February 18th through the 24th. I have all the cards from the overview video here for you, and there was a glitch. So I have actually all the cards laid out, even the ones from the Alleyman's Tarot. So we're just going to get into it, all right? Excellent. So this card here is talking about moving on, okay? You are now moving forward. From last week, you had been starting something. So now you're in the place where you're going to be moving forward. You're moving towards the light. You're moving away from something that's dark. Some of you will have started something up, and don't need to be there for the whole thing. So you're going to go back to what you were doing before, okay? Others of you will start something up and walk away from the old thing that you no longer want to be a part of, okay? So figure out which Leo you are. You're all Leos, so excellent. This is definitely you moving forward in a positive direction, no matter what, all right? You will be taking your traditions with you, okay? So your traditions, whatever they are, will go with you. If you move on to a different place now and you leave traditions behind, whether or not they keep them up, that's on them, right? You don't have to worry about that, but you will take your traditions with you. So don't feel like you've left something behind that you can't capture where you're headed, okay? So do appreciate that truth that you will be the whole of you as you move forward, okay? So you're taking all of yourself and your traditions and your tools and all that good stuff with you, not leaving anything behind. Good news. And your spirituality will come with you. So what's interesting about this is the Hierophant again, the physical manifestation of your spirituality and your traditions. So you're taking the whole tamale with you, okay? It's good. I mean, if you actually had a spiritual thing set up at work and you need to take it with you, they may rebuild on their own. You may give them something to work with on your way out. I'm taking the big Buddha, but I'll leave you this little one to play with, all right? And let them do what they want to do with it. But you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to fuss or fight with those people at all. All right? Whoever you're leaving behind will take what they want and leave the rest. As you should here. Standing your ground this week is not going to work out very well, okay? So just be aware that as you leave, people may not be excited to see you go, or they might be very excited to see you go. But either way, you don't need to stand up for what you did there, how you did it. You just kind of go, okay, whatever. If you liked it, great. If you didn't like it, okay, I'm out. Bye. And so you just walk away silently, I guess, is the best answer, because it won't help to get into a fight, all right? Have no fear as you step forward. Fear is blocked. You cannot sit around thinking that it's scary and icky where you're headed, because it's not. And so fear is blocked. This thing is pure fear. You know, see, he's that thing that's under the bed. Some people's bed, not mine. But yeah, he is a definite creeper, and he's blocked. So huzzah! We are grateful that he's out. And we also pulled Frost. Frost is here telling us that being super cold while you're doing all this stuff, you can retreat silently or move forward silently without being icy, correct? There's a difference between walking away in anger, walking away throwing punches, walking away so fiery hot people can't even approach you to say thanks or gotta go, or here, let me help you carry that to the car. So we don't want to be too frosty or too upset. We just, withdraw emotionally from the situation, pack your boxes, and carry your stuff to the car. It doesn't have to be an overly emotional situation, okay? It doesn't have to be packed with fear. It doesn't have to be packed with anger. It doesn't have to be packed with, love, right? It's not an emotional time. It's just a retreat, right? Or a removal of yourself from this situation. And it doesn't have to be weird or awful or volatile in any way, okay? So, with that being said, when you get away from it, when you get away from there, you can feel the heartache and the loss, okay? But you can't do it while you're there, all right? All of that stuff is blocked. You can't be an emotional person when you're there. But when you leave, when you're finally out the door and, a mile away, go ahead and let those emotions flow. You do need to have those emotions. You do need to feel them. You need to allow yourself to feel them, and you will feel better, okay? Interesting. You get to do this and release. Excellent. And then you get to work. Boom. 8 of Pentacles. It's all about getting busy, getting to work, doing your thing, and being proactive physically in the act of making more money. Okay? So, yeah. And this is actually a karmic lesson for you. For you, this is the Wheel of Fortune. We're talking about how your ability to move from one thing to the next without it being too big a deal or too stringsy or too hard emotionally is actually one of your gifts. And so we want you to appreciate that gift and know that you've done this more than once. And if there's a lesson you wanted to learn from the past, maybe in the past there was some question about your traditions and whether or not you were taking them with you, or whether or not anyone else could have those traditions when you left. Maybe you were a person who left in anger, or you left in haste with a lot of fire and ice, or stony, or growly and grumpy, and you've learned all those lessons, and here you are in this karmic space going, okay, well, we're fixing some of that karma by walking out quietly and contentedly, because I have somewhere else to be, and I don't need to be here anymore. So I don't need to whine and cry, and I don't need to fuss and make a big deal out of my departure. And if there's a party, great. If there's not a party, great. It doesn't matter. All of that doesn't matter. You're just getting yourself moving on down the road, and the wheel is turning. You are changing. You are growing, and you are, I mean, we had the heartache and loss, but we also have an immediate thing saying, oh yeah, you are indeed going to be able to make some money immediately. You're going to go back to work. So even as you walk out one door, you're immediately walking in another door. So no big deal. It's like you go and collect all your stuff off your desk, take it to the next desk at the new place, having had a good cry on the way over, and you're good. Okay? So very cool. I like to see you correcting some karma, which is what I feel like you're doing, and doing your departure differently than usual. And that's excellent. Very good job. So good for you, Leo, who are growing up and becoming a really good person. And I really like to see that for you. So excellent. Once again, thank you for coming and being a part of Pirate Readings. I hope to see you next week, where we'll talk about February 25th through March 2nd. And indeed, we'll get you ready for the week ahead. All right? Like and subscribe, totally free. Leave me a comment. Let me know how all this is working for you. I enjoy interacting with you, so please do that. And we'll talk soon.